Lucky I wasn't paying attention.
Welcome to
I should have
Cameos.
known.
I am Samson. This is Just Rambling. We are here, whatever time this is for you. If you're not watching live, thank you for listening. We're just gonna get right into it. Oh, sorry, O'Shaughnessy. Where is he at? He's with the Blue Point uh workers. They got laid off, so he's hanging out with them. He's in his furry outfit, of course. He's just spending time with the Blue Point employees playing the Cloud Atlas. That's a movie. What's the remake they did? The Demon Souls
Uh,
remake, and this what's the other one? Shadow Colossus. That's what he's doing. He's playing the
ah,
Shadow Colossus remake. And as for Fu, just remember what's Fu eating? He gave us
uh,
some things he's been trying.
so Fu is currently eating. Actually, no, Fu is currently griping about the fact that the descendant of the creator of Reese's Pieces alleges that they aren't using actual chocolate and peanut butter in their recipe anymore, which a lot of people have confirmed. I haven't had a Reese's
Mm.
Pieces in a while, but based on what people who regularly eat it have said,
Yeah, it's not the same.
apparently it just tastes like shit now.
It's like my favorite candy, and that Jones is not the same.
Yeah,
Ask
crank.
anybody that know me. It's not the same.
What's different about it? Like, does it taste like a lot of the American chocolate tastes very waxy?
Yeah, it don't taste right. In fact, I just had one a couple days ago. It just wasn't hitting. It's sad.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens with capitalism.
Mm-hmm.
Always take the easiest, cheapest route, and as a result, we get
Mm-hmm.
the shit that ain't quality.
Yeah,
This is why people from across the pond always making fun of our snacks and candies and shit because it does not have natural ingredients.
that's okay. They got bad teeth.
Listen, should I get right into the BAFTAs then, since you're trying to alley oop the segue?
No, I wasn't.
Um,
I'm just saying. Why you talk about our snacks when you missing teeth?
because first of all, I'm not missing teeth. I got a pretty smile,
No. I'm
but
talking about across the pond. Like, why you talking trash? Why you talking about my
because they,
snacks?
if we being brutally honest, they do have better quality snacks because they
That's
actually have the
cool.
natural ingredients. We
Then
have
why
better
your
food.
teeth messed up? That's it. That's all I'm saying. And it's statistically.
I will let you take that up with them and whatever dental practices they
That's what I'm
apply to
saying.
their.
Wait, wasn't there Oreos thing too? Before,
Yes, Doctor Doom is getting his own Oreos, and it
yeah.
says Marvel and not Marvel Studios. So I'm taking this as canonically accurate to the character I've grown up loving. So I will actually make this purchase.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right, we can jump to the BAFTA then, because I don't want. I know how you get.
What do you mean? How I get? I can be very short and sweet and not rambling at all, despite the
Nah, you
fact that
about
that's
to
in my
ramble.
name.
This is near and dear to your heart. So
Yeah,
if you
you're right.
don't
Cause I'm
know,
black.
he's black, y'all. Blackity black, and he's black, y'all. He black, blacky black, black, blackity black. uh, if you don't know, the BAFTAs happened. What was that? Yesterday or Sunday? One of them days.
It don't matter.
Yeah, it don't matter. I personally I don't like watching award shows anymore. Like I don't believe in the whole system and the way they do the voting. So I never watched the BAFTAs. I never watched the Oscars anymore, Grammys, all that.
Mhm.
But it happened, uh, and then there was a movie. I think it's called I Swear. It's
Yes.
about a guy with Tourette's, right? So they had the guy there, um, and of course he has Tourette's, so he's blurting out things. And then he blurted out the N word when Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo were presenting. But that's not the only time he did it. He did it like two other times, and then every other time he blurted out like it was like other random slurs. Uh, and apparently they also had him mic'd. Like they had his area mic'd for some reason. They also had a 2 hour delay where they could have removed uh, all the audio of the slurs and not just the N word. Everything he said, they could have just removed it, but they didn't do that. And then I think even Warner had like urged them to edit this out, and they still like just released the full audio anyway. And then later went back and edited it out. and then the dude that did it, uh, sorry, no, he's sorry, Josh Rothman. He has like real Tourette's, like he really has Tourette's. The dude that did it issued a statement, but his statement wasn't really an apology until today, where he actually apologized for anyone who he may have offended. Um, so before I let Just Rambling get into his rambling, uh, I was going to actually wear the kufiya for this one, just because it is Black History Month. But I know I personally like I wasn't how do I say it. I'm not mad at like the Tourette's guy. Like it's annoying, and I think if you should have apologized immediately. I recognize like you have Tourette's, so you can't control your outbursts. Even though it's kind of convenient that every time a black person walked up, you said the N word, and then there's separate articles of like people's accounts that were there that heard it multiple times every time a black person walked up. It's like convenient, but whatever. I'll give it to you. You got Tourette's, so you can't control that. My issue is like you didn't apologize immediately for using the N word and how that might have made people feel that you yelled it out when they were presenting or around. And a friend of mine, they were talking to me about this, and they were telling me how like if you had like muscle spasms, right?
That was me.
If you got muscle spasms, right? Or like you could have Tourette's and you have a tick, right? So you like accidentally hit somebody, right? Nobody's blaming you for that, but you would still apologize. Like, sorry, didn't mean to hurt you. I just have a condition, and that's cool. That would have been perfectly fine. But he didn't do that until what? It was now 2 days later after online backlash. So I just don't respect that. And then as for the BAFTA, like I just can't respect at all. Like you had a mic'd, right? You knew that high stress situations were like his trigger, so you knew that he would at some point, you know, his Tourette's would be triggered, and you had the area mic'd to like kind of you're just trying to generate engagement, right? You let it air. You had 2 hours to like edit it out, but you edited out someone saying "Free Palestine." So there was very clear, like to me, this is like all right, you have a very clear motive, right? You want engagement. You want people to watch. Uh, black people are not going to be offended by this. So whatever. If they are, who cares? That's the way I see it. So I'm more mad at the BAFTA than I am at the guy. I forgot his name. I appreciate the apology as a black
John
person.
Davidson.
Yeah, and I think he also has been trying to reach out to Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo. I would
Mm-hmm.
hope he's reaching out to everyone that he used the slur with, like, or that he involuntarily, let's say, involuntarily used the slur when he saw them. I would hope that you reach out to them as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm more mad at BAFTA. That's my 2 cents on that situation.
So earlier today, I saw a video of like this white girl who was standing in line at the TSA, and she had Tourette's.
Mm-hmm.
And while she was making her way down the line, she was having tics. So they were
Mm-hmm.
both physical, and like you saw them in her face, and they were also like verbal, and it also like it was gestures as well. So there was a point where she got up to the TSA agent and she was like flipping him off and saying obscene things to him. And then she very quickly amended, said, "Hey, I'm sorry, I have Tourette's." And the guy was like, "Oh, it's okay. No problem. Please put your shoes in the bin." That was it. Like, that's what so much of this should have been.
Mm-hmm.
She had Tourette's. She had a moment where it did not reflect her actual character. It was a neurological glitch. She apologized in the event that she would have harmed someone. He acknowledged she had Tourette's. He didn't take it personally because he knew that's not what her true heart is. Said, "It's okay, no problem." And then the world kept spinning. That's all this should have been. But because the internet is the internet, it's been blown up into this massive online war where you've got the ableists versus the racists going at it and making this into something it really should not be.
Wait, hold on. Why is it ableist versus racist?
Because they're saying that the people who are offended at what he said and feeling like he should take accountability are therefore ableist. And then the people who are saying that no, the ones who are defending him, actually, no, I got mixed up. So yeah, the ones who are saying that he should take accountability are being labeled as ableists, and the ones who are saying that he should atone, that he should not have to do so because he is, he has a disability, he has Tourette's, are being labeled racists. And it's
Oh, okay.
losing all nuance whatsoever.
Hmm.
And it's like, it should not be that at
That's
all.
the
Like,
nuances here on cameos.
exactly. That's what we're trying to do.
Hmm.
So, but it's like, he has Tourette's, he has a disability, that should be acknowledged. But also on the other side of it, it should be acknowledged that he said something harmful that hurt somebody. And that's all it should be. Like, the BAFTAs are the real enemy here because I feel like
Hmm.
nobody was protected. He wasn't protected in that everyone knew he had a disability, and yet he was hot mic'd up,
Hmm.
just almost as if they were trying to create a viral moment. I can't speak to what their intentions were, but it was very suspicious that like they just did not do anything to shield him from what he could potentially do. And on the other hand, when something was done, the thing that pissed me off the most was that they're trying to make black people feel like wrong, that they feel bad about something.
Hmm.
It's like if someone had a motor tick, just like you mentioned, and they swung and they hit somebody, is it
Yeah,
ableist to feel pain as a result of it?
like my friend mentioned, because they told me that that was a good example to
Next
use.
next time we see each other, we're gonna fight. Anyway. But it's just like it doesn't have to evolve, like develop into this massive skirmish with two factions online, but that's just the way the internet works. And there's a lot of people acting in bad faith. There's a lot of people who are misconstruing what Tourette's actually is. There was a lot of people trying to make black people feel bad for being angry at what happened. And at this point, like, black people aren't calling for this man's head. They're not trying to get him fired. They're not trying to get him arrested. They're not trying to get his awards taken away. They just want him to say sorry directly to the people he offended. That's it. And then the world
Hmm.
will keep spinning.
And I think that's because
But
like the first apology
mhm,
was like to the audience, right? And
yeah.
instead of like specifically the people that would have been offended by what you involuntarily said, and
Mhm.
that's when it's like disingenuous, like because I think part of it also was if anyone thought that I intentionally did this, it's kind of like trying to save face, like yo, why would you think that I am intentionally doing this? And this, you like no one thought you were intentionally doing this. Well,
Yeah.
no one, no one with a SAT score above 960 thought you were actually doing this,
Don't do
right?
that to Gavin Newsom,
You
our
should have
next
said it.
president.
I'm gonna keep saying it. So like no one thought you were actually doing this. We thought like we recognize like you can't control that. The issue is like
Mhm.
it still happened. You could say something to the people that could be offended by it. That's the issue.
Exactly.
And I think Josh Watson is correct. Like for the BAFTAs, all publicity is good publicity, right? No
Yeah.
one's ever talked this much about the BAFTAs, right? You yourself thought it was like a Black American film and television award show. That's what you
I
thought it stood for.
listen, it was, I'm not even gonna lie, it was because of the B. I thought it stood for Black American Film and Television Association. And then when I saw Delroy and MBJ up there, I was like, oh yeah, look at these black esteemed individuals coming
Black
together
people
to
that said
celebrate black creativity. I have never been more wrong in my life.
right. Clearly, nobody's paying any attention to the BAFTAs, except now. Also, the film's called I Swear.
Mhm.
Could be Bridget all. But the film's called I Swear. I think that film is now getting more traction. I don't think it has any like Oscar buzz or any other like awards buzz.
Mhm. It
But I know
might
like
now that it's
I know.
winning some awards.
Say it again.
It might because it's being mentioned in a lot of the big awards conversations. So it's like Emmys, BAFTAs.
It has Emmy
There's another
buzz.
one that I can't remember. I could have swore it was mentioned at the Emmys. I don't know.
I don't remember. I don't think it's won anything yet. But
Mhm.
I think this is like I have friends that now want to see the movie. They're like, oh, let me go watch this. What's this movie about? All right, well, so it is what it is.
I
Uh,
mean,
I appreciate
it's
that he did apologize today,
yeah, yeah. But
Throw
people
that
just
in
need to
there.
chill on the internet because like they're taking this shit way too far.
Yeah.
Like it's all over Twitter, and this is a lot of people chiming in with like clear and obvious alternative agendas. Where it's like they're saying like black people should be being more considerate, but it feels like they're just trying to have a license to use the N word and push that more into the public zeitgeist. Because I've been hearing like a lot more of the controversial streamers and figures using it a lot more. Like they're just trying to normalize it.
Yeah, nah, get that out of here. Like I said,
Yeah.
like I told you, it couldn't be me. As soon as I would have heard it, I would know. I recognize. Oh, he very clearly has Tourette's. But in this moment, nah, I don't care. You better come over here. You better apologize.
I mean, yo, kudos to Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo for being just stand up gentlemen. Because I
I'm
know
saying these
if Sam Jackson would have heard that,
yeah,
like,
these celebrities are better than me, man. Even like I told you when Chris Rock got slapped and he didn't do nothing. Nah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. This is I don't know what level of. I hope I never had that level of money where somebody could just do something and I don't do nothing about it.
I mean, you got to go to the ground fighting. Even if you get your ass whooped, at least get your ass whooped on the way down swinging.
Exactly, like, it's something's happening.
Like there's gonna be some furniture
I
moving
could,
in that bitch.
yeah, I'll take an ass whooping. That's cool.
Yeah, right. As long as you don't see me get punked on national television, that's crazy.
Exactly. Jesus said, "Turn the other cheek," so I'm gonna turn it as I'm.
With a fist.
Exactly. That's how you turn the other cheek. Because I'm throwing my weight to the punch, all of it.
Oh man! Before anybody's talking about some shit like, "Oh yeah, just rambling and Samson just talking shit," they can't take down Will Smith. I'm as big as Will Smith was in iRobot, so let's just get that out there. You ain't gonna punk me on national television in front of my whole family.
Will Smith only smacked skinny and gay people.
What?
You don't remember? Oh, he, he he slapped this dude. I think he was like on the
Oh
red
yeah.
carpet. Sorry, I don't know if that dude was gay. I think he was just foreign because he gave him like tried to give him the kisses on the cheek, and so
Oh
he
yeah. He was
did
like
it.
a. He was. I know what you're talking
And Will Smith slapped him. Why are you slapping
about.
people like this? Then he slapped when he slapped Chris Rock. Is a very like fingers closed, a very thespian slap.
Hmm.
Thespian slap. Sorry, not
Very
thespian.
very stiff.
Yes. Like, you not don't slap me like that.
It felt like he was slapping for the first time.
But he wasn't because he had slapped that other dude years ago.
But that wasn't like a slap. That wasn't like a slap you delivered to like a full grown human being. The way he slapped that other dude was like kind of like you would hit a kid who was like using foul language. Like,
Get
hey,
him
stop,
stopped.
stop that. Like a little backhand.
I thought it was frying.
If I recall correctly, I think he just like
Oh,
tapped him on the mouth with the back of his hand.
he still likes slapping people
Yeah. I don't know.
though. All right. Well,
Kudos to Delroy Lindo,
yeah.
MBJ, and the other woman. I forget her name. She was also part of it. Yeah.
There's like two other women that
Yeah.
the other woman wrote art. Someone wrote an article about it. I don't know if it was the woman who was actually called or who was like not directed at like whenever the dude saw her and yelled it out. I don't know if it was actually her or
Mhm.
just someone who was around and heard it.
Yeah.
But okay, those are 2 cents. Apparently, O'Shaughnessy sees no problem with it, so we just want to throw that out there.
You gonna get this man set up?
It's like nah, O'Shaughnessy was flabbergasted. He clutched his pearls. He clutched his
You did that thing. You know how
fairy
when
tale.
women have like robes on and they're trying to cover up their cleavage, like,
Oh
oh,
my god.
that that was Sean.
My coworker be doing that just for no reason. It's very funny to me. I'm like, you wearing a blouse. Why are you doing like this? She's used to
Oh
wearing a
my!
robe.
That's that. Oh my stars and garters reaction. Okay, so turns out you were right. Paramount has offered a more sweetened deal for Warner Brothers Discovery,
So this,
and we back into bullshit again.
yeah, this
Like,
is not good.
yeah,
Like I agree with. I kind of agree. I've said this before. I agree with Paramount. Like Netflix owning Warner Brothers might be a little problematic. Although
mhm,
I think Netflix has consistently said like, yeah, we're going to stick to the 45-day window. All right, cool. But also Netflix idea of like how film should work, and I shared this with like you and O'Shaughnessy and Fu when who was it Timmy Tim and Matthew McConaughey were like doing their talk and interview
mhm,
between each other
yeah,
at the with the class that Matthew McConaughey teaches. They were talking about how like the same thing that we've talked about before, where Netflix wants there's no like act one for Netflix. They just want people to be in the film because everyone's looking at their phone. In the same way that Matt Damon and Ben Affleck were talking about that when they did The Rip,
mhm,
right? So we don't want that film wise, right?
yeah.
even if you're gonna do the 45-day window, their approach to films is a lot different. Like all that would have to change. But on Paramount side, they're in Trump's pocket. Like let's be real. Both Ellisons, so him and his dad, like they gonna do they gonna do what they gotta do. You know what I mean? So it doesn't. It's not a good look. I wish someone else would jump in the ring for the bid. All right, I think this was it. Is it torturous interference? Is that what it's called? When you just keep jumping in, is that what Paramount did? Would that be considered
Um,
torturous interference?
I don't. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the term.
I thought you studied criminal justice, man. See, this is what I'm talking about. What was you doing
I'm
in
just
school?
chasing after Latinas. What was I supposed to be doing? Getting a degree. um, but yeah. And so for some additional information, Netflix's offer is still the primary offer. They are just allowing Paramount to come in and propose another greater offer again. And now the board is going to review and determine which one they want to go with.
Which this is messed up. But
Yeah, this
I hope
it feels
someone
like
else jumps in. Like I hope Apple's like, hold on a minute now.
I don't I don't think anybody's coming to save us. I think our options are shit and shit with rainbow sprinkles.
It's gonna be Elon
Shit with rainbow sprinkles on fire then. Like I
with
just
his less than 960 SAT score. That's our new way of saying something we can't say.
we used to have another way. We used to say strong. Strong. But yeah, I don't want either one of them to win, but if I had to
Yeah.
choose, unfortunately, it would be Netflix for the obvious non-political implications. Because one has a monopoly of entertainment, and the other one is like, oh, what if the Empire acquired another news network to push propaganda?
Yeah, they're gonna cancel John Oliver immediately. I love that show. Like I love John
100%.
Oliver's show.
Oh shit, I didn't even think about that.
Yes.
Wow. So
Bill
damn, woke
Maher.
Superman is gone.
Yeah.
They're gonna have Superman kissing the wall.
And then they'd have a CNN as well. Like, all right, man. TLC, all my 90-day fiance. They were going there. Ice Cool
90 Day
take them back.
90 Day Fiance is only going to feature like white South Africans who are
Exactly.
allegedly going through the struggle.
It's like, nah, it's
Uh,
not funny that ICE is taking people like that. Sorry for laughing.
you said ICE is taking what?
Taking people like that.
I don't
I
know
just
what that had to do with anything.
because I said ICE gonna come and take all the fiancés away. Or 90 Day Fiance, they're gonna use it to
Bruh, I mean,
snatch them up.
it's a joke, but it's also very much reflective of the reality we're living in, which is very sad.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens. And I don't think they didn't disclose what they were offering, right? So
Mhm.
we don't know what the deal is. It has to be north of 30. What was it? 30 billion, something like that.
$30 a share. Yeah,
Oh, I thought it was 30. I knew it was 30 in there somewhere. Oh,
yeah,
also
they're up from
Netflix.
one.
Netflix released a statement, which I didn't read because every time I see something about the statement, it's talking about they sound mad. I say should. So
Yeah, because this shit is annoying. It's like,
yeah.
go away. You lost. Like, no means no.
Josh
But
Allen has been
uh,
uh,
te-
natty icing or natty icing.
ah, the good old days where alcoholism and politics did not come hand to hand.
Yeah.
That's Netflix also released a statement via Ted Sarandos, which outlined their plans for releasing films theatrically if they buy Warner Brothers.
Right.
It means it'll be 45 days of theatrical exclusivity, followed by a film released on digital, followed by a later release on streaming to HBO Max.
Yeah. That sounds nice.
I think they're just trying to appeal to Warner Brothers shareholders and saying, "Hey, we're not going to destroy cinema as you know it."
Mm-hmm. But nothing in writing. That's what they said when they built the casinos, right? Yeah, we're gonna give money to schools.
Mm-hmm.
Schools underfunded still. So
Yeah,
you know what it
there
is.
was an interview. There was an interview when they asked Ted Sarandos what his plans were with regards to theaters and if he was willing to put that in writing. And he's like, "Oh, this is an ever-changing industry,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not going to commit to anything right away because I don't want to handcuff us in the event that there's a big change. And I'm like, you bullshitting.
Yeah,
I just tell the truth. Like,
he knew exactly what he
you
was gonna do.
you want to make Stranger Things movies and all this other crazy shit just go right to homes, and I get it. Like it's part of your business model. It's just unfortunate that you are dragging one of the most iconic film studios of all time into that nonsense, and as a result, another opportunity for people to go out of their homes and connect and build community is being ripped away.
Yeah, yeah. What if we didn't have the pandemic?
I think so many more things would have been better. For one, Gen Z wouldn't be as antisocial as they are.
That's true. I feel like it also,
A lot.
but I feel like theaters would have been dirtier because pandemic forced them to clean. Yes.
I mean, it
Like
depends on
spraying the
what theater you
seats.
went to. Listen, our theater that we go to, it smells like a Crayola factory, but it is very clean.
Yeah, that's why I was going there because it was like I was tired of other joint. Like, why is it? Why the floor sticky every time I come in here? Nah, I'm not doing this no more.
Yeah, for context, the theater we go to is great, but it smells like a kindergarten classroom
Mhm.
on fire.
I love it
But
though.
yeah, got some great truffle flowers.
Mhm.
Um, Ryan Coogler's X Files series pilot has been greenlit at Hulu. Coogler is writing and directing the pilot. Um, no word on who will be taking the reins from there. Danielle Deadweiler will co-star. Jennifer Yale is
Well,
the showrunner. Okay,
yeah, that's
Jennifer,
who's
huh?
taking the reins. Yeah, like, wait, hold on.
Yeah, sorry.
It's not there
I was
notes.
like, I was going to keep reading. I didn't have a
Okay,
960
okay.
SAT score. Follows two vastly different FBI agents assigned to a long shutter division for cases with unexplained phenomena.
Hmm.
Your thoughts?
I'm just sorry. I just know they're casting right now. So if you're like a aspiring actor or actress or thespian, definitely get your agent to get you in there.
Yeah.
But I was never an X Files fan, so I'm not really. I don't know. I'm not really worried about it. I do hope it does well though, because I like Ryan Coogler, and I think this is
Mhm.
like his first true foray in television. Because I don't count Ironheart. His production company just handled that, but he didn't like work on it. So for him to
Yeah.
be like uh, writing all this, um, I hope it does well. I really like Ryan
Yeah.
Coogler.
Yeah. Same here. He's one of my top directors
Yeah.
working today. I tried to be an X Files fan, genuinely. Then I saw one
Mm-hmm.
episode that fucked me up forever. To this day, like genuinely terrifying. I'm speaking to somebody who likes horror. Speaking of which, Resident Evil's coming out soon. Resident Evil 9. Um, Genuinely like horror. And there was this one episode, and me and O'Shaughnessy actually bonded over this over one of the past episodes we had where we discussed it. There was a little man on like this rickety old wooden cart that he would like pull himself and go attack people in bathrooms and squeeze into their asses. And then he would like pilot them like a very macabre Gundam and then have them do horrible shit and commit crimes up until I guess their bodies would break down. And there was a scene of the guy whose ass he squeezed into to pilot like said Gundam. Like the guy just sits down on the edge of his hotel bed and then blood comes out of his eyes, nose, mouth, ears, and everything, and he just dies. And then the creepy old tiny dude squeezed out of his body and then went to go find a new victim. Brother, I saw this shit when I was in sixth grade. Never looked at it ever again. I'm excited for this, but if he does anything, Mr. Kugler does anything that touches on that crazy shit, I'm turning it off and I'm wishing him all the best.
We'll see. Maybe we gotta watch it then. Let's try it out.
Like I can't do that. That was a crazy ass episode. And I had to actually Google it years later to make sure it wasn't like some crazy ass fever dream that I hallucinated.
Hmm.
It was real. You all can look it up. If you want to watch the episode, feel free. I ain't going back.
Hmm.
Um, Sony orders 24 episodes of Reading Rainbow reboot as classic kids show finds new life. So, cool thing about this is there was a guy on TikTok by the name of Michael. He was a librarian. I don't know where, but he was like that very like the embodiment of like sunshine and rainbows
Yeah, I
as a
remember him.
person. Yeah. And he was supportive of children reading, of the library being a place for everyone from like the homeless to those who are lonely and depressed coming together and finding community, shelter, and all this stuff. And he got a lot of support behind him. And eventually everyone was like, what if he was our new LeVar Burton? And then he is. So that's a pretty awesome success story.
Yeah, that's cool. I want to know as far as the show goes, are they gonna go get like, you know how Levar used to go places and like pull out the tangible book, like here's this, right? If they just
Yeah.
want to open a Kindle and like swipe now, you know what I mean?
no,
Like
no, we need paper. Anything with books has got to be paper on Reading Rainbow.
that's what I would want to see.
Yeah.
But that'll
Like
be
I
cool. If I had kids, like I'd sit them down, take their snatch the tablet that they were playing on, and yeah, watch this TV instead.
I'm saying, bro, that's what it needs to be. Like parents need to start snatching
Yeah,
tablets and telling the kids to go outside or pick up books.
yeah. We need to make sure your SAT score is not below 960 when you get older.
Bro, if we bring that up two more times, that's gonna be the title of the episode.
That's fine. I'm gonna bring it up two more times. I'm gonna find a way.
Matthew McConaughey says that the moral apprehensions around AI are quote unquote not going to last. He also adds, quote, there's too much money to be made and it's too productive. So I say own yourself, your voice, your likeness, etc. Trademark it, whatever you got to do. So when it comes, no one can steal you.
Uh, okay.
I agree with him.
I don't know that I don't know that it helps.
It's one of those things where if you can't beat them, don't necessarily join them, but be prepared for them. Like still maintain your craft as an artist, but also recognize that the industry is changing around you. And if you want to still be able to perform that craft and not be digitally abducted and used for AI generations, you
Mm.
got to own everything about you.
Yeah, but I feel like the average person can't beat the machine, right? You don't got the money to
Mhm.
fight in the way that he's describing. So you can own your likeness all you want. They'll still use it, and then they'll just tie you up in court fees while you try to fight to, you know, get it back. That that's what I mean, and that's like
I
the.
see.
I know it's a little pessimistic, but also not pessimistic because that's what they do to little people. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, I see
the
exactly
average
what you're
person.
coming from. Yeah, and that's valid. I just think that if that's why like legislation really needs to be written about it. But
Can't do it.
we can't do that here for 10 years for obvious reasons. Um,
Sorry, if it's not obvious,
yeah,
they put in a bill. You can't do that. For those, it's not obvious for.
gotcha.
I was just
But
explaining.
I say obvious reasons because it's like it's either we're complaining about the government or the corporations.
Corporations.
Oh,
This time it was the government.
yeah, but it's the truth. It's like it's kind of like the big frustration with um, studios looking for actors and actresses who already have big followings online. Yes, it's frustrating. Yes, it should be merit based in that if you have the look and you have the talent, you should at least be able to get an audition and be thoroughly considered as a candidate for whatever role. But unfortunately, the world is changing. So
Mm-hmm.
either you can grumble and gripe about it or you can evolve and you can try to develop your own following and you can try to do what like RDC World does with like skits and stuff that puts your face out there and gets you trending and viral. And it's like it sucks, but it's just the way the world has shifted. And the time to have gotten ahead of this and tried to stop the world from shifting in this direction was unfortunately several years ago.
Yeah.
And no one really stood against it. So as a result, this is where we are now. And it's either you sink or swim.
Yeah.
So like I appreciate the realism of his take. Like he's not saying like, oh, AI is the future and that this is what it should be. It's just that he knows how these industries and these what's the word I'm looking for? Industries and not theaters, not projects, studios. He knows how the studios work.
Okay.
And that they're always going to choose the cheapest, most efficient, quote unquote, option. And now the human side of it has to step up and be like, okay, listen, we got to fight back in our own way and stand up for our images and et cetera, et cetera.
Maybe we'll see how well that goes for people.
Yeah. Daniel Vavra, the legendary director behind Mafia, Mafia 2, and founder of War Horse Studios, who created Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 and 2, is stepping down from game development at War Horse Studios because he will be heading a Kingdom Come movie slash adaptation. And yeah, best of luck to him.
I don't know what any of that is. So,
You never heard of Kingdom Come Deliverance?
nah, I've heard of Kingdom, the manga.
So, so Kingdom Come is a RPG set in England where you play as a knight, and it's very much true to the knight experience. There's a lot of things that have occurred historically that you would do in that game. I tried it. The story and the characters were interesting to me. I could not get behind the combat, therefore I could not play it. But for those who do enjoy it, like I could see this becoming a really big thing because it is a really cool
Well,
concept and
that's okay. It's a lot of games turning into films. So
Mhm. Seems like the new wave.
yeah, that's a new wave. They ran out of books. They ran out of interesting books. So man, what they got over here in the game, the discard pile, the $5 game bin.
Yeah. It's because the stink of video game adaptations has gone away. You've got successes like Fallout, you've got
Mm.
successes like Arcane, um,
You're not
and
going to name
now it's
Last of
not like,
Us.
oh, huh?
You're not going to name Last of Us.
You got The Last of Us season one and only that one. Sonic, shout out to Panamanian Thunder.
You love that boy. Love him some Sonic.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and
Speaking
sorry,
of which,
Josh Awesome is also correct. He said they're scared of creating their own IPs, and that is the case. It's a gamble like that.
yeah,
Yeah, they usually don't want to take that anymore.
yeah, and I can't say I fully blame them because we've seen what would happen. Remember that one weekend where there were like four films that came out and they all were like 90% plus at Rotten Tomatoes and they all bombed. They
But
were all
that's
brand new IPs.
yeah, but that's because of the way people consume things these days.
Yeah.
Because
But like,
if they had done that like before the pandemic, probably it probably would have made a
oh yeah,
lot of money.
100%.
Yeah,
That's another thing the pandemic affected, how people consume content.
yeah. Also, since
Like,
you mentioned bombs, sorry, uh,
when did I mention bombs?
you just said those four
Oh,
films bombed. I
oh,
didn't
I
mean
thought you meant like in a terroristic sense.
no. What? No. Why would I mean that?
I don't, you know what? Let's just move on. What were you going to say?
Psycho Killer is apparently terrible. I thought it was gonna be good. Critic score came in. It's not. It's like 0%. It's like, all right, well, never mind. So I will not be seeing that. I was really excited for it. I was like, oh, this looks cool, and I see why they only put that one little scene out. There's no true trailer. It's just here's a clip, and they put that short out. I guess that's all that's interesting in the film. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Speaking of Panamanian Thunder and Sonic, Kristen Bell has been cast as Amy Rose in Sonic 4.
yeah, she'll be good. He was extra excited too when
Yeah.
he saw that casting.
He,
I
he
was like,
pulled
okay.
up in our chat with the quickness.
Yeah, right. He sent me a DM. I was like, "Son, I saw it. I saw it, man. It's okay." He
For
excited. He
those who
wanted
don't
me
know
right
Kristen
there,
Bell,
day one.
we're probably gonna go see it day one like last time.
Mm.
For those who don't know, Kristen Bell starred in Forgetting Sarah Marshall, and she's also in a fantastic, and I mean truly fantastic show called The Good Place. I highly
Yeah, I like that
recommend
show.
it. It is amazing. Do not Google it in any capacity before you start watching. It's a comedy. Just know the information you've been provided here and go from there.
Yeah.
You don't want any major anything being spoiled for you because it has so much. I don't even want to allude to even that much, but it is
Mm.
incredible. One of my favorite sitcoms.
Also, she's Veronica Mars, and Veronica Mars is now on Netflix. So
I forgot about that. You're right.
yeah, go check it out.
In additional casting news, Ed Skrein has been cast as Balder in God of War, the series for Prime Video.
Yeah, also they cast what's that other dude's name? He was in Deadpool. I forgot his
That's Ed
name.
Screen,
No,
the one who plays Francis.
wasn't there another? There were two castings.
From Ed Screen was in Deadpool. He's the one who played what's his name? Yeah, Francis
Oh, then who's the other one?
slash there was another casting.
Yeah,
I
there was
don't
two.
I don't see anybody else. I don't see anybody else from Deadpool. Um,
Oh, you know what? That's
Brock and
on me.
Sindri have been cast. Odin, huh?
That's on me. I thought it was two people.
But
It's the same person.
I had a feeling. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything.
Whoops. Like, let's fix that. Like these are
It's
different
all good,
people.
man. It's fine. uh,
Ignore me.
Funko has struck a deal to develop TV shows and movies. They're partnering with the Lego movie producer Rideback. AI animated platform Spurry is also producing.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
Yeah,
Tired
me
of
too.
AI.
Moving.
Yeah.
Um, Sony Pictures CEO confirms that they will be quote unquote fresh rebooting the Spider-Man universe spinoff films after Craven flopped.
Yeah. That's fine. As long as they got Spider Noir coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm very excited for. Um, as long as they get into Spider Gwen, you know, let Spider Gwen do some things,
Yes.
they should be
You
fine.
need you need a hero so you can stop turning your villains into heroes or
Or
like
if you're
weird anti-heroes.
yeah, like stop trying to make antihero films. It doesn't work like that. If you're gonna make a villain film, just let them be bad people. It's okay.
Yeah,
Like the success of Penguin should show you like it's okay. It's gonna work.
that's a very good example.
Yeah, like just do it.
Like you can do anti-hero with Venom because he is the lethal protector. But like Craven hunts humans for sport and metahumans.
They're doing stupid. They should have literally just
Like
had Craven hunting. I know
have
that's
him
what you
hunt
said.
Venom if that was your hero for the universe.
Yeah, I was about to say hunt black people like because of the Baptists. Just over in England.
Now it's not like you got a 960 SAT score.
Yeah,
You got one left
one
before it
more.
becomes a title. Um, yeah, just make Spider Gwen a thing. Like
Yeah,
she's already widely loved because of Spider Verse. She's got a solid comic line. She's got a dope aesthetic. People want to wear the costumes. Like just
right.
everything is there. Just find the right casting for the character and then go for live action.
I feel like they're afraid because the last time they had like a woman lead was Madam Web, and it's a
And they were stupid for that.
terrible film. They threw Sidney Sweeney in there. Even O'Shaughnessy wouldn't see it. You know how much he loves Sidney Sweeney, and he said, "Nah, I'm all right. There's nothing could save it."
Yeah,
So I
yeah, we
think
good
that's
off
why.
that.
Yeah, I think they're just afraid. But nah,
Of
don't be
all,
afraid.
but of all the Spider characters, why Madam Web?
They
I
have to
don't
make something
understand.
every year, so they just be throwing something out there, hoping
Like
something
Spider
sticks.
Gwen was right there. Ghost Spider, whatever you want to call her, it was right there.
Spider Gwen's probably better branding.
Name recognition. I get it.
Yeah, better recognition.
Yeah. Or like Gwen Stacy Ghost Spider.
Yeah, it's too long.
I mean, we grew up watching Don't Be a Menace, drinking your juice, and I'm not gonna go through the
That's
whole thing, but
yeah,
you
that's
could.
different. And people don't still don't say the whole thing because you didn't even
We got
remember the
Doc.
whole thing.
We got Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Long ass title. They can do Gwen Stacy's
And that
Ghost Spider.
flopped. It was a terrible movie.
It made $838 million. Why do I
It
know that
did
exact number?
because you
Yes,
loved
it
it.
made a fuck ton of movie. No, I did not like it. I hated it.
That movie's terrible. Or it didn't flop. It just wasn't good. Sorry, Benedict Cumberbatch, one of my favorite actors.
It it did. I did like the battle with the music notes. That was very creative and one of the better usages of magic I've seen in superhero films.
Mm,
But everything else was kind of.
yeah.
Um, we have any more movie news? No, we do not. On the video game news, I'm excited for this. Star Wars Galactic Racer new details. It's track based, not open world. There's multiplayer slash single player campaign mode, depending on what you want to choose. Premium release at launch, no season pass model, focuses on learning and mastery of circuits, has a lot of replayability. There's a boost system. It's made by the creators of Burnout, which is fucking awesome. Um, what's the name? Environments have tactical options that can aid you or hurt you. You can walk around the paddock and interact with other Star Wars characters in between races, build rivalries, upgrade your skimmers.
I'm not playing that.
I am.
You know, I only get 2 games a year.
Yeah, but this looks dope as hell. And I haven't had a good racing game since like Forza Horizon 5.
I'm alright. I don't need to race.
Yeah.
I need to raid.
Yeah. For some reason, when the original Star Wars, oh my god, I just realized what you said. Damn. Pick a different game. I beg of you.
Never. Never.
I've been playing Mark Raiders and Night Rain for the last year. Jesus. When I was a kid and I saw the what's the name? The Phantom Menace. The Phantom Menace was the first one, right?
Yeah, technically the third one's or
Um,
the fourth one's the first one, but yeah.
we ain't gonna do that. I'm talking about the one with the first in the
Darth Maul,
canon.
yeah.
Darth Maul, yeah. I really liked Sebulba, and Sebulba was one of the pod racers, and that was the one that Anakin goes up against. I even had the toy, so I'm excited to see if he's in this.
But do you like Jar Jar
Uh,
Binks?
no, but they definitely did that actor dirty as hell.
Misa something. Misa got a 960 SATs.
Bruh, he caught universal hate in an era before the internet and virality. Could you imagine if that shit dropped today?
They need to make him they need redemption for Jar Jar. Make him a Sith. Make him a Sith Lord.
Oh no, okay, not for Jar Jar, but they had the actor Ahmad Best appear in one of the Star Wars shows where he was a Jedi.
Nah. Make him. We need Jar Jar as a Sith Lord.
Yeah. How do we say within censorship self like you know how we say grape instead of or
self-unalive.
self unalive. Ahmad Best almost self unalived himself because of all the hate and vitriol he received as a result of that portrayal of Jar Jar. That's crazy.
That's not his fault though. They told him, yeah, act. He just did what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, but people are horrible.
That's sad.
Yeah, but I'm glad he got a little redemption. I would like to see Jar Jar again as a Sith because that theory is one of my favorites.
Yeah, it'd be great.
This next story goes out to our beloved friend O'Shaughnessy. PlayStation has shut down Blue Point Games, the studio behind the remakes of both Shadow of the Colossus and Demon Souls. I'm not laughing because of what happened. I'm laughing because we had a discussion in the group chat the other day.
Good riddance.
Where O'Shaughnessy was like just fervently defending Blue Point. I was as well. Just he got really invested into it. I agree with him. I think that is Blue Point Games delivered one of the best remasters of all time in the Demon Souls remaster, and they did not deserve this treatment. The only reason that they got their studio canceled is because of PlayStation and its bullshit live service as new policy initiative, whatever shit. They forced upon Blue Point Studios a God of War live action game that no one fucking asked for. And because Blue Point kept missing a bunch of deadlines, they then deemed Blue Point not good with regards to productivity, wasting money, and not using them for what their core competency and main skills were. And as a result, we lost another great studio.
I don't care. I played the original Demon Souls. You know what I mean? I don't need a remake.
I have.
What I need to.
I have.
My original still work. What do I need the remaster for? Is that all you do? You just going? You going? AI upscale something and give it to me? I'm good. That's all. Sony said, nah, we can AI upscale it ourselves. See, O'Shaughnessy, you could have been here to stop me from saying this, but no, you want to be a father.
Leave that man alone and loving his children.
You want to dress up as Reptar and run around your house. That's what you want to do.
Hey, listen, he's making memories. As a result, his kids will not need therapy when they get older because they have a loving father. Loving mother, too. Shout out to her as well. But with regards to Blue Point Studios, Demon Souls, the remaster, not the original. I wasn't in on the whole what's the name Soulsborne genre back then. I got in late, but the reason I got into the Soulsborne genre was because of Demon Souls, and it was because PlayStation 5 when it first came out did not have any games for it. It had Demon Souls and Spider-Man Miles Morales. I beat Miles Morales, and I was like, well, I've been fighting this hard to get this damn console. I gotta play something. I get Demon Souls. I play Demon Souls, get my ass whooped by some skeletons a few times, say, fuck this game, don't touch it for 3 months. And I'm like, you know what? I spent $70 on this. Let me try this again. I tried again. I beat the skeletons, and I'm like, this is what reward feels like in a game that truly challenges you. And then I've been hooked on Soulsborne ever since. So I have a soft spot for Blue Point Studios, even though all what they're good at is remasters. I know that was a terrible sentence. But it matters to me, damn it.
Well, I hope they land on their feet somewhere. Uh, and yeah, Josh, we're gonna actually talk about Xbox later, so I ain't gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I hope they land on their feet somewhere, where they can hopefully make games, but it's not looking like that's gonna be a thing. We'll talk about that though.
I just hope they get the people who work for Blue Point get jobs because it's a rough industry out there. Uh, in comic news, DC Comics has announced Absolute Green Arrow, a 6-issue limited series from writer Pornsak Pashit.
It doesn't matter.
Hey, I'm not going to disrespect this man. I'm going to try to pronounce it. And if I'm wrong, just be thankful I made the effort. Pornsak Pishishote. Pishishote. Okay, that's the best you're going to get from me. And artist Raphael Albuquerque. I know that one. Launching this May. The book follows Absolute Black Canary as she tracks a billionaire targeting serial killer. This is the coolest Green Arrow has ever been.
Yeah, but why is Black Canary the focus and not Oliver?
I think it's going to be a way of introducing Black Canary to this universe, and it's going to segue into Oliver. So it's like it's going to start off with her tracking him down, and then she's eventually going to find out who he is, what he's about. Maybe they fall in love, maybe they don't, but then it becomes like a joint story. They've had joint stories in the past because it's Green Arrow and Pretty Bird. There were a couple.
Okay. No, I mean, yeah, I know that. We'll see. I just know the Absolute series that DC is doing is like apparently amazing. So
it's incredible. It's the best thing DC has done in quite some time.
Even Method Man, I think it was Method Man was talking about it. So yeah, everybody loves it.
Yeah, I just can't believe they made Luigi Mangione into a superhero. Brian Tyree Henry's adult animated series Base Ex Machina sets Netflix release. You posted this. I don't know.
I don't either. I was like, oh, okay. They got an anime coming, or some animation coming. Usually, I like Netflix's animations. Besides Devil May Cry, just because I don't like John Young Bosch as a voice actor. He's kind of boring. But I don't know. I'm gonna see what it's about. I forgot who else was on the cast too, but I like Brian Tyree Henry is an actor. He's a great actor, but anime is tough, especially like that what steampunk style or like storyline. So we'll see, but I'm intrigued a little bit, so I'll be looking out for more of that. See what happens.
I feel like we don't get enough cool shit with steampunk.
Cyberpunk is kind of steampunk-esque.
No, steampunk is more like it's anachronistic. It's like it's old-timey, but it has elements of futurism with like cogs and gears.
That's why I said esque.
But cyberpunk is more like Batman Beyond.
No, the anime that was on Netflix.
Cyberpunk Edge Runners?
Yes. Sorry, Edge Runners,
Yeah, that was in the cyberpunk universe from the video game.
I know, but it's like esque.
Yes. No, steampunk is like Bioshock Infinite.
I'm saying esque.
That esque is doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Yes, it is. That's why I said it, and I didn't explain after that. Just esque. Just let it go. Just take esque. Let's move on.
I'm gonna let you use the last SAT score line, so we gonna move on. Um, a new Evangelion, and I'm thankful that you taught me how to finally pronounce that. I've been pronouncing it as Evangeline since I was like 11. A new Evangelion anime is in production, written by Yoko Taro of Nier Automata, Studio Cleverworks slash X Kara Production, and is directed by Kazuya Tsurumaki and Toko Yatabe.
uh, that'd be cool. Evangelion is like a amazing classic. So I'm always worried about remakes. Like they did a Trigun remake that like it's okay. You know, it's
I
like a
kind of
brand new
like it.
story. You like the Trigun one?
It was all right. The original is always vastly
Yeah, that's
superior, or vast superior.
vastly superior. I feel like the only remake that, or sorry, this because we had the discussion when we were talking about Blue Point, like
Mhm.
the One Piece Wit Studio is a remake. Like there is all new animation, but it's the same story, right? This is like the Vash one is not like, is it what I call a remake? Yeah,
I would
it's
say
still
a
a remake.
reboot.
Yeah, you're right. That's more accurate because the story changes. So the
Yeah.
Evangelion one, I'm wondering, is it like a continuation or a true like reboot of the franchise?
Mhm.
So that's what I always wonder. But Evangelion is really good. So
On to trailers. We've got a trailer for Southwest High. Classes in session on 2/23/26 on Tubi. You
hmm.
posted this, obviously. I don't know what it is.
Jalen Rose. I saw I saw a trailer. I was like, oh, this is hilarious.
It's
This
like, what is Jalen Rose doing here?
this why I was confused. So he got a show. Uh, sorry, he got a show on Tubi. Uh, I saw Charlie yelling at some kids. Like, what's he doing? Why is he acting like this? But now I'm gonna tune in. I know it's not about to be good because based on what I saw, he cannot act. Uh,
Mhm. That's
but
why he on Tubi.
yeah, don't do that. Tubi be having some hits. But
You know what? Tubi's getting all the Cartoon Network classics, so I'm gonna put some respect on that name.
yeah, Tubi's good. But he like a he like the teacher, the hard coach slash teacher from Detroit. And you about to get the
Mhm.
students in line. I'm about to just tune in and see what it's about. It's just very funny to me.
All right.
Also, the
You
name,
let me know how it goes.
just Southwest High, just it gives you no
Very,
context for anything. It's just very generic.
very generic.
It's
It
clearly
could either be Abbott Elementary, Dangerous Minds. We
exactly.
don't know which way this is going to go.
You don't know what it's like. So, yeah.
Um, we got a trailer for House of the Dragon season 3 releasing in June on HBO or Netflix. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Or Paramount. We'll see.
Gosh, yeah,
Yeah, you
you right.
forgot.
Fuck.
But
I was trying to forget.
the season two it, like dragged on at the end, so I'm not really too excited for season three anymore.
Mhm.
So like we'll see. And also I still the Knights of the whatever I still need to watch that. I've been like trying to let it build up. Um, so there's a lot
A
of Game
Night
of
of
Thrones.
the Seven Kingdoms.
Yeah, there's a lot of Game of Thrones content coming our way. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it the first episode of season 3 to hook me and drag me back in. But if it don't do that, I might have to just yeah, because that second season was boring as all hell. First one was incredible though. I was like, how do you go from that to this? We got an official trailer for Toy Story 5 releasing in theaters June 19th. I, as a parent who has made it their mission to not let my child end up, I said I was going to let you use the last 960 SAT score
Yeah,
line,
yeah.
to not let my child end up slow and
Like
antisocial and afraid of people. This is what the movie this movie is what every parent needs to see because it's my ideal kind of animated film. For those who don't know, in this trailer, the big new enemy is the tablet. And the toys are going against the tablet because the tablet is absorbing the child's mind. And it's just, that's all she cares about. And she doesn't want to play anymore. She doesn't want to use her imagination. She doesn't want to go out. She just wants to be on that tablet the whole goddamn time.
Mm.
And it offers something for kids who can just look at it and enjoy it and all the quirky jokes and all the fun moments. But it also gives parents a chance to think. This seems very necessary now because it's like the fact that it went from I can't believe they're making Toy Story 4 when Toy Story 3 had the perfect bookend to their trilogy. It just felt like a waste of time to make a fourth one. To now going to the fifth one saying, "Wow, this seems absolutely necessary," because I can never say necessary, right? I just want people to know that. So anytime I mess up in the future, just remember this episode. But the fact that it's just such a necessity, just making sure I nailed it, is just it's awesome. I love what they're doing with this one, and I'm very excited to see it. Even though I did not see the fourth one, and I hate that I might actually have to see the fourth one now to catch up on what's going on.
You got your Disney Plus still?
No,
All
I
right,
just
well.
realized that. I mean, one of the homies with kids got Disney Plus. We gonna schedule a play date. I'm gonna go over there and use their television.
You know your kid not trying to play with these other kids. He's twice their age.
All my other friends made good decisions and had kids later on in life when they were a lot more established. My dumb ass had it when I was 24 years old, and as a result, mine is way older than theirs.
But it's no Zootopia, so I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see though. I might see it. We'll see how I feel.
Yeah. I think it has potential to be as good as Zootopia. With the commentary it's providing on top of a lot of the jokes that really did hit in the trailer, I think it'll be pretty good.
Yeah, I like that Woody was like balding, and there's like yeah somebody getting a marker. That's very hilarious to
Yeah.
me. So
And then T Rex with the whole extinction again line when he first saw the tablet.
yeah, so we'll see.
We got a trailer for Backrooms, which is being directed by Kane Pixels, who is a creator from YouTube who created an entire lore series from the Backrooms, which started as a creepypasta, and now he is the youngest director in A24 history making his own film. I only know all that because my son played the Backrooms game where he was chased by an 8-bit Michael Jackson who would hee as he got closer, and it was weirdly terrifying.
Yeah, I wonder. They better not. They better not do that. Like they have. It's like somebody poke their head out. I mean,
And
I'm sure
when
they
does this
do that
come
at
out?
some point as like a homage to the game, like just a reference. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, that dude's 20 years old. Directorial
Yeah.
debut. Good for him. Sorry to all
Mhm.
those people that went to film school and like did all this extra stuff and are still trying to get into the business. But
Yeah.
the trailer looked cool. But it's like
Yeah.
very was it like ambiguous? You can't really tell what's going on.
That's from what I've heard, that's what the creepypasta is and a lot of the lore is. It's like this, it's like liminal spaces,
Hmm.
like empty office space, empty rooms that like shift and become mazes and trap you, and there's like an evil entity, and it's very creepy. It's isolation slash claustrophobia slash existential horror. Like I'm excited for this. I'm gonna check it out.
We'll see if I check it out. I don't like jump scares. Sorry,
I
I'm not
mean,
afraid of jump scares. It's like I have very good ears. I'm a musician, so I can like tell when sound is shifting. So it's like it's more annoying than anything because I can hear things getting softer in preparation for the loud noise coming later. It's just annoying.
hmm. And some sad obituary news. Pulp Fiction star Peter Green died from an accidental gunshot wound.
Mm,
Yeah. He also played the villain in The Mask, the one who also
yes,
acquires the mask and becomes like the evil version.
yes.
And Eric Dane, best known for his role as Dr. Mark Sloan, quote unquote, McSteamy on Grey's Anatomy,
Why are you getting that wrong?
and as complicated father Cal Jacobs on Euphoria has passed away,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
it's very sad. People are like, it's like they're passing at young ages.
Yeah.
So it's very sad. Rest in peace to them both. Someone else passed too, and I forgot to save it. But yeah,
Yeah, it's rough. But
yeah.
yeah, condolences and rest in peace.
Mm.
That brings us to our main topic. Xbox is all fucked up. And that's the nicest way I can say it.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, Phil Spencer is retiring from Xbox, and Sarah Bond, who was his second, is resigning. And Microsoft AI executive Asha Sharma has been named the new Xbox boss. There's a lot behind all of this. So, where to even begin? Okay, so Sarah Bond is Phil Spencer's secondary.
Mm.
She drove the Xbox Anywhere Everywhere strategy. A lot of people did not like her. Um,
They hated
the
her.
Yeah, absolutely hated her.
They hated her.
Um, yeah, staff apparently saw their departures coming long before all these big shakeups happened. Hardware sales were down. Game sales were down. What's the name? Many employees, current and former, were elated to find out that these two people were resigning.
Mm-hmm.
Also, that they are worried because this new person coming in, I forget her name already.
You just said
There, yeah, Asha Sharma. My bad.
it.
Listen, I'm old, man. Middle age is coming.
Mm.
Um, she is an AI boss. AI.
Mm-hmm.
She was, I believe, she worked for Meta, and then she worked for Microsoft for a while as an AI focused CEO. And now she's bringing very little gaming experience over to Xbox, which a lot of people have kind of seen as like a death knell because they think that she's going to quote unquote sunset Xbox and just like take it out back, pull out the old revolver, and tell it to look at the pretty flowers.
Yeah, and sorry, and the
Um,
sunsetting is straight from one of the creators. Is it Seamus or Seamus? I always thought that was like
um, I believe it's Seamus Blackley. Yeah, Seamus.
it's Seamus, right?
Yeah, Seamus.
Be okay.
S
Yes,
E Seamus. I believe that's
it's
Seamus.
Seamus. I don't know. I'm not. I don't. I'm Black American. You know, my SAT. I'm black, so my SAT was a. It's like nah. It was well
Don't
above
do that.
960. It was very much above 960.
Yeah, because
But
you
that
can
came.
spell your name.
But that's how Seamus, one of the creators, felt or feels. So he did an interview talking about it. And honestly, that is what it looks like. Um, and I don't know, man. I'm a PlayStation guy. You know, PlayStation. That's me.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So I don't know how I feel, but I can definitely see like Microsoft going the route of sunsetting the Xbox, uh, going a completely AI focus uh, for like any of their games, everything like mobile or PC based uh, apps in your Microsoft store, right? If you're using their Windows, what's their OS? It's Windows, right?
Yes.
You're using Windows. All right, well, boom. Here's some like uh, engagement app games that'll just keep you invested. Uh, they're not really investing into like what is it called? Uh, franchise games. Is that that's what we call them?
What do you
I'm
mean,
thinking.
franchise or exclusives?
Thank you, exclusive. I'm thinking franchise because I'm thinking football. You franchise a player, you want to keep
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Yeah, all right. So they're not investing in any exclusives. Uh, it really does seem like the beginning of the end. Also, like the whole thing they were trying to do with Steam completely backfired on them. So before they had a deal with Steam to like put Steam on all Xbox consoles going forward, and then Steam was like, "Yeah, we're gonna make the Steam box." All right, so now there's no point in doing any of that Steam stuff with the Xbox. It's a waste. And looking at the like I told you I was talking to a friend of mine. We were talking about like just the price of hardware now. If you want to build your own computer, it might run you 3 grand because of AI. So everything's higher now. GPUs are higher. What solid state drives are higher. Everything's higher. So Steam might have been ahead of the curve because getting a Steam box would cost you what it cost me to build my PC now. So we don't really need uh, another console with no exclusives. We already got the PlayStation, which has the stronghold on the market, honestly, and then there's Nintendo, which will always have like its little niche consumer base, and everyone's just gonna buy one. So sunset the Xbox. That's the that's what I see. That's what looks likely, honestly.
So I have no brand loyalty. I am a set tripper
PlayStation.
of the highest order. Like honestly, one of my favorite consoles of all time was the Xbox 360. Like a lot of my
Yeah.
fondest childhood memories were on that console with all my buddies in the chat room, staying up till like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, just saying either the dumbest shit you can imagine or just making verbal crimes against humanity in Call of Duty and Halo 4 and everything you can remember from the mid 2000s gaming scene. Um, for me, Xbox died the moment E3 came along and they announced the Xbox One. And E3, I distinctly remember Microsoft came first, and they said that not only were they doing away, they're stepping away from like a focus entirely on gaming and making the Xbox One into like this massive entertainment console where you can like watch movies and listen to the radio and watch cable television. There's all this other shit that nobody asked for. They also coined the phrase of like online only and made it seem like you could not borrow or lend games to your friends. And as a result, we didn't have like all the internet the way it is today. It was just like game facts leaderboards and everyone going crazy over that shit. And then what's the name? I don't know if it was Nintendo or PlayStation. One of the two companies came along and they had a very cheeky presentation where they were like, hey, if you want to lend a game to one of your friends, this is how you do it. And they took a
Mm-hmm.
game box and it just turned and gave it to the person right beside them. And everyone kind of knew at that moment that whatever sales Xbox thought they were going to make with the Xbox One, that was completely out the window. I didn't even have a PlayStation 3. Like there was nothing on that console that was interesting enough for me to actually want to get it. But
Demon
after the
Souls.
whole Xbox, yeah, I didn't play that until PlayStation 4.
Which is why I don't
Thank you,
care
Blue
about
Boy
Bloodborne.
Studios. Long may you live in my heart and my memory. But it made me lose my train of thought.
I'm
I'm an
sorry.
old man too. Um, what's the name? What was I saying? Uh, yeah. So when there was nothing on the PlayStation 3 that I actually wanted to play, but then after the whole Xbox One fiasco, when the PlayStation 4 came along, I'm like, well, I don't want the Xbox bullshit. Like I don't need another cable box. Like I'm good. And I got the PlayStation 4 and I haven't looked back ever since. And it's not because I'm just a brand loyalist to the Sony brand. I don't like a lot of shit the Sony brand's doing either, but they have exclusive games that I want to play. And that is what drives consoles. I understand what they were trying to do with the shift away from the console war thing and trying to make it seem like they were going to be like the Netflix of gaming, which does make sense because you see what Netflix has actually become simply by the fact that they were like the first big ones on the scene. And now they're like literally on track to dominate the entire industry. So I can respect that vision, but that vision does not move consoles. And as a result, that's why hardware sales are down. If you want people to want the Xbox, you need to put games that are exclusively on the Xbox. Like I know the whole kumbaya, let's all play together mentality is nice in theory, but it's terrible for business. So there were some questions that people were asking the new CEO, and there was a lot of it was very much rooted in hate that I don't think she fully deserved because I'm in the camp of it does look bad on its surface. And that's because AI as a whole has a very negative look in society for obviously very bad reasons. So when you hear like AI CEO, you automatically think, like, oh gosh, she's gonna come fuck up another thing with AI. But I'm a reserve judgment. I'm gonna see what she's gonna do. But they were asking her questions and saying, like, oh hey, we want exclusives back. And she was like, heard you. And then they were asking her about like her gaming history, and apparently she's only had like a gamer tag for like a few months to a year, and then a bunch of her friends share it or
But she
whatever.
found
But
out she was
it
getting a
seems like
job.
she
She made a gamer tag. Oh, I guess I did this.
that was part of her resume.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we gonna see what happens. I'm just saying it doesn't look good right now. The original Xbox creator, Seamus, well, one of them said that it doesn't look good. It looks like the Xbox is gonna be sunset. And I hope that's not the case. I would love to see like a resurgence of Xbox because, as we always say on this podcast, competition is always best for the consumer. The more consoles that are out battling for our dollar, the better quality games and consoles we will get.
Mhm.
And if we find ourselves in a situation where Xbox falls off and then we only got Sony and Nintendo to deal with, two of the greediest motherfuckers in the gaming space, we're screwed. So I don't know, man. It's just I'm still rooting for Xbox, even though it's not my primary console of choice. It's the same way I love DC, but I'm always gonna root for Marvel because Marvel lights fire under DC's ass and vice versa.
I, I feel like Xbox kind of fell off after,
They did.
but it's like after Bungie sold. Did they sell the rights to Halo? When did they split out?
Um, they sold Bungie.
Oh, Bungie was sold specifically.
Yes, and I believe Halo is. I think Halo's on PlayStation. I'm pretty sure Combat Evolved, the remaster.
Yeah, but that's because they split it out, right? And then they had what 343 or whatever that joint's called. So Bungie made Halo, right? Bungie also made Destiny, but first it was Halo, right?
Yeah,
And then when they split or whatever happened, that's when Halo got terrible. Like after Reach, I was like, "This, I'm not playing this game." I tried to play a little bit, it wasn't working for me. But
hmm
now that's when it wasn't exclusive anymore. Also, that's like to me, it's
yeah,
like the mark. Like you don't have what's the Xbox exclusive now?
yeah. I mean, they don't even have Forza anymore. Forza came out on PlayStation.
Right. So if you don't have any exclusives, and I think maybe they were trying to shift away from all that, get into like what like online service games and all that. But I think that's
They were
like
trying to become Netflix.
yeah. But I think that's where it starts. Right. And sorry for all those Xbox like loyalists. Like I'm not trying to shit on the system or the console, but I think there's like a clear place where it's like, yeah, this is not great for the future of the brand. Now, nothing against the AI boss. That's what I'm gonna call it from now on, AI boss. But I think when you hire, well, one you see like the moves Microsoft is making to advance AI, you see that they then hire an AI boss to run their gaming division. Right, you could see the path. Right, I'm not like optimistic that she's not going to just AI everything up.
Oh yeah, what was the
Right,
AI that they added to Windows that everyone hated?
with Copilot.
Was it Cortana? Copilot. There we go.
Mm-hmm. And now, I mean,
Yeah, like
business
that.
for business, everybody uses Cortana. Or sorry, everybody uses for business.
I had
Everybody
Halo on the
uses
mind.
everybody. Yeah, because I'm still trying to figure out why did the studio split.
I think it was just money. I'll look into it and get back to you. But
Nah, it was okay. Oh, it's to so Bungie would still have their independence from Microsoft. So I guess, Microsoft bought Bungie, and then Bungie, uh, oh dag, Sony bought Bungie.
oh, that's what it
That's what it
was.
was. Yeah, but that was later. So they still needed the independence to create Halo stuff. So boom, that's what they started doing.
Okay.
And this, okay, now it makes sense.
Okay.
But that happened
Gotcha.
later. But yeah,
Money
Sony has
talks.
Bungie. Okay. Uh, yeah. Sorry. I see. To me, it's like a very clear path. You don't hire someone with strictly AI experience and expect them to develop gaming. consoles, right? I think we've talked about it
Mhm.
before. Uh, Whatever plan Xbox had for their, what was it called? Uh, it was like a name for their next console.
Xbox 720.
Was that that's what they called it?
No, I just remember all the bullshit concept art leaks that came out in the late 2000s that I was obsessed with because I was hoping that we were going to have greatness on the horizon. But no, I don't remember what it was called. But it's
I'm trying to remember what it's called, and now I can't find
I, don't,
anything on it anymore.
I remember we were reading an article about it. But yeah, I mean, AI is coming to enshittificate or enshitify. I don't know what the proper verb is, but it's going to fuck shit up for everything we enjoy in modern day. To what extent, I don't know, but like you said, if this is the AI boss, it makes sense that she's about to just go heavy on AI. To
Damn,
what capacity? Don't know.
I
I
can't find
did see that
it.
I did see that Sony patented an AI that would allow them to like play the game for you. In which case, it's just like, bro, just go find a streamer you like online and
Yeah.
watch them play.
Shout out to the boy P-Merz, man.
Um,
That's all he does. He just pays somebody to play the game. Now he don't got to do that. It was just,
I didn't even know you could do that until he started. He told me
yeah.
you could.
Now he gonna just turn the AI on and leave the house, and come back and have all the stuff.
And feel a sense of achievement when he's done nothing and the AI is
Yeah,
taken over completely.
they want to jump in the game. Like, yeah,
Um,
let's play, guys. Man, go home or not home because
yeah,
you're already home. But you know what I mean.
yeah. I mean, a lot of this could be corporate speak, but she did put out a what was it? A statement that said like Xbox is back or something, kind of like America is back. And it stated that she's essentially trying to like bring it back to like the golden age.
But
Remember,
she
this
don't
is a
play
corp.
games.
This
That's
is a
what
corporate.
I'm
That's
saying.
what I'm saying. I was about to say like this is a corporate figurehead speaking. So it's like take it with a handful of salt.
That's what, I think.
Ideally, she will be the second coming, but we don't know.
I think the golden age will likely be AI upscaled versions of Halo, the original Halo, all those Xbox classics that we love. Plants vs Zombies. It's one of my favorite games. Like love that game. The game's very fun. Right?
Plants versus Zombies.
They sunset the system. Although they're apparently there are still plans to release something in 2027. I don't know. I don't work for Microsoft to actually see that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but like I said, I doubt like with the Steam box releasing, PlayStation doesn't even have to release. They've said that, right? They're still making money off the PS5, which is ridiculous to me. Nintendo just
Mm-hmm.
released a new console. Um, there's no way. Like I think Microsoft is just getting out of this game, going the AI, pure AI route, and then we'll see how they do gaming. They probably just be on your PC.
That sucks. Especially because PCs are going to get increasingly harder to purchase because of the RAM shortages. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
well,
Like
that's what.
Xbox needs to stay in the game for the sake of the gaming industry. Because you don't want Nintendo and PlayStation going at it because they're just going to take everybody money and give us really shitty Pokemon games in response, or no games whatsoever on Sony's side.
Sorry, Josh Ross on the Steam. First of all, it's a Steam machine. I don't know why we keep calling it the Steam box, but we black. You know how black people just give things names.
Yep. I'm gonna keep calling it Steam
Yeah, I'm
Box.
gonna
I
keep
like
going
that name
Steam
better.
box too. Sound better. But yeah, so with the RAM shortage, it's just delayed. It's delayed everything. But like I said, when I was talking to my friend, that's like whatever price the Steam box is at, that's probably gonna be better for the consumer because you just buy that instead of like even building your own computer because it's gonna cost you like
Mm,
it probably costs you like $3,000 to build a computer going forward. Instead of
that's insane,
the
man.
15 it might cost you for a Steam box, and like that's how much it costs to build a computer like before all the AI stuff. You could have spent 15 grand, got you a nice gaming computer with two monitors. That's 15 grand. So
Yeah. I don't know. AI is fucking up everything, and I hope it doesn't fuck
it
up
does.
Xbox.
It's it is. I think Seamus is right. I really think they're going to sunset it.
I don't want them to be right, but there's that corporate cynicism that tells me it's not looking good.
Yeah, but also, what does that mean for like uh Xbox owners? Like, I have an Xbox, right? I have an Xbox Series, whatever it's called. I have one, right? So you sunset it. What does that mean for all the like Elden Ring that I play on Xbox, right? Or all the other games that are like partially live service. Like, I need to be able to be online. So excuse me,
Mm-hmm.
to play these games. Are they going to sunset those as well? Like, I think they closed some of the Halo online lobbies like a month or so ago. Right. So you sunset
Mm-hmm.
the system. When does the rest of the stuff close?
I think I think the truth lies somewhere in the middle. I don't think it's going to be the golden age I'm hoping for, and I don't think it's going to be a total shutdown like you think. I think it's going to be Xbox taking on a different form that is heavily AI focused. Maybe it's like cloud based, but I can't imagine a scenario where they just shut down the original. They're not going to do like what Dreamcast did. Like they may not develop future consoles going forward, but there's so much about Xbox's console that depends on the online ecosystem that they can't just shut it down because
Mm-hmm.
that loses the ability of so many games to even function.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be probably cloud-based, AI heavy, just gaming from here on out, and that's why they brought her on.
So they leave the
Because it's like you don't
Xbox. They
like. I don't think they're going to be making more Xboxes in the
yes.
future. I'd be
So right.
surprised.
So they don't make more. They leave the current Xbox. Everything else is
Yeah,
like some online cloud gaming solution uh, with some AI like inputs or tweaks in there, which is
yeah,
still
and
use.
it's like
Yes, I don't like it.
this way they don't have to work on hard. They don't have to worry about hardware costs. They just make everything just that cloud-based, AI heavy nightmares.
Yeah.
Xbox 6, 7. My son would have loved it.
Listen, watch that be the next ad
um,
campaign that they put up. And they're gonna have somebody when they sunset it, 6, 7, they're just gonna be throwing it. But all right,
but no, it's gonna be it's sad if that happens. I do want Xbox to thrive, and I'm just hoping for the best, prepared for the worst.
yeah. But all right, sorry
What you
y'all.
watching?
Oh wait, before that, you left some things out, man. You forgot about that
You said you
Wolverine
wanted to
game.
keep it under an hour.
Still,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You're right.
Wolverine game comes out in
Oh,
September. I saw Joshua also mention it, but we had moved on to random stuff. But it does come out in
find the
September.
exact release date. Hold on. It comes
September.
out
Why you? Come on.
September.
Why
I thought it
you?
was an exact date.
Don't
September 15th.
O'Shaughnessy me.
What does that even mean?
Just trust what I say.
Hold on. Yeah, September 15th is coming out.
Yes.
I don't know why I made that gesture.
Also, Leonardo DiCaprio and Christian Bale are in Heat 2, so Christian Bale did confirm that he's in the film. That's cool. And then uh, the One Piece Heroines um, series is just one episode, and it airs July 5th of this year. So it's going to be like the if you watch the what's it called, the fan letter episode of One Piece, it's probably something like that, just like a one shot thing. So look out for that. Now for what I'm watching, um, so I'm watching the Golden Experience, season 3, because I just love that show. I love collectibles. I'm like a nerd. I got my look at my look at my One Piece cards. This is not an important card. My cards that are worth money are somewhere else. You'll never find them. But I like collectibles, so I like watching that show. It's just very interesting to me. Watching the Night Agent, or I finished Night Agent season 3. I actually really like the show. Let me stop faking on it. Like, I really like the show. So finished that. It's very good. Watching Neighbors on HBO is just very hilarious to me. Is the show is just about like people who hate their neighbors for whatever reason. Like one of the episodes, I think second episode, this dude moved into his grandma's house with his wife, his pregnant wife. Then he started building a farm at the house, right? So he got like goats and chickens and all this stuff, and his neighbors are pissed. So he got a neighbor next door. He can smell the farm. It's not zoned for farming. Well, you can't build a farm here. And then they was like, yeah, your property value has decreased by 60K. He's so pissed. It's like it's very funny to me. So the whole thing is people just hate their neighbors. Uh, so watching that, and it like comes out weekly. Jujutsu Kaisen, of course, is very good. Um, I still need to watch Freerun. I'm just saving it up. I'm pretty sure it came out. I'm pretty sure it came out. And then to be not to be hero. Sorry, Sentenced to be hero. Still watching that. Still enjoying that. Oh, and uh, my lady wants me to mention Road Rage. So Road Rage is a show. It's also on Max, but I think it's like normally probably like TLC or something, and it's just instances of people in road rage situations just pissed. It's a bunch of seasons on there, so we just watching that. It's like a guilty pleasure. It's like that and my 600 pound life are like guilty pleasures. You just be turning them on. And of course playing Night Rain and Arc Raiders and the new Arc Raiders DLC stuff. Like not DLC, but the update came out today, which is the 24th of February. That's it.
Nice. I have been hyper fixated on One Piece. 100% committed to my New Year's resolution, holding strong to that. Not to my other resolution to decorate my basement a bit more. Struggling there because I suck at any sort of vision when it comes to decor. Going to need help with that. So any recommendations anybody could send me in regards to what truly makes a man cave. I'm looking for a table. I want a nice table so we can play D&D, get that going finally. And card games, board games, whatever. Um yeah, that's all I'm really doing. One Piece.
And not Pluribus.
Not Pluribus. I'm sorry. Thank you, Miss Luna. I would very much appreciate your help because I'm terrible. Every time I look at this room, I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. I give up. It's just gonna be an empty ass dungeon with a really nice television. But yeah, it's just One Piece. Almost finished with Yote. I'm trying to beat it before the multiplayer comes out.
Which is March
What else?
10th or 11th.
Shit, I gotta beat it before Resident Evil comes out, which is in a few days. Oh my god.
This way you
I'm
need
pretty
to
sure it's the 20th.
put One Piece in English on one TV. Can you split your screen so it's like dual screens?
I'm pretty sure I just can't divide my attention that much. I don't have like the Gen Z brain where I can have four different screens in front of me and somehow be paying attention marginally to each one. Like I got two screens maximum, and usually one is for work and the other one is for One Piece, and I'm just dual wielding.
Well,
yep.
All right, well, that's it for us. Follow us on, I don't know, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Twitch, wherever you listen to your podcasts. We'll be back next week to slander Fu Money and O'Shaughnessy since they aren't here to defend themselves. Like I said, O'Shaughnessy saw the BAFTA stuff and he said, "Man, I wish I could have been
there." He's like, "Damn, he only said it 3 times. I could have broken that.
I could be that." It's like we're really gonna get O'Shaughnessy in trouble. Plus, I think it's like his father-in-law watches. I was like, father-in-law O'Shaughnessy's a good dude. He doesn't do any of that. That's our homie. But yeah,
he's a saint, and it makes it more fun to pick on him in this way because we know he'd never be that person.
He doesn't have a hatred bone in his body except when I'm talking about Blue Point, and it don't matter. But yeah, all right. Sorry. Until next time, y'all. Peace.
Later.